Hey guys, what's up? Fan here again, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a hero that I think is really, really good, but very underused. I never see him played in Hero League, never see him played really anywhere, but I think he's a very good hero in today's meta. So I'm going to tell you guys about my skill build and, kind of a little bit about how to play him, tips and tricks about Thrall. I know my channel hasn't been too active. I've been really busy lately, which is why I haven't had time to do much videos, but I'm gonna be planning on doing a lot more content on YouTube again, starting with hero guides, and we're gonna have like gameplay videos, everything I used to do and more. So make sure to keep following the channel, tell your friends, and yeah, that's about it for the update. All right, onto the Thrall build. So level one, you're gonna go Echo of the Elements. I think Echo of the Elements is by far the best level one. You take it no matter what. Crash Lightning is almost never better. I would say Echo is like 99% better, or 99% of the time Echo is better. So just always take Echo. And Rolling Thunder is not as good as Echo either. Echo used to be a level 16 talent on Oath Thrall. The level 16 talent used to be you get two charges of Chain Lightning, and people actually pick that talent from time to time on Old Thrall. So that's just to kind of give you a comparison of how strong this talent actually is. It's insane at level one. So if you take Echo of Elements at this talent tier, you want to finish it by 2 to 4 minutes in-game time. So up here on the in-game timer, if it reaches 4 minutes and you have not finished Echo, that means you're either doing it too slowly or you're doing something wrong. So I'm going to show you guys how I generally stack Echo of the Elements. So we're at level 1, we're just pretending like this is start of the game, we're in like a solo lane or whatever, right? And basically, the easiest way I find to do it is I try and damage the back archer minions as fast as I can, and I'll use Chain Lightning to kill the first one or two melee minions that dies. But after that, I just use Chain Lightning and just slowly kill all the backline minions with one Chain Lightning. So you can see I got 5 stacks in that one wave. If I keep going at this rate, I finish in 4 waves, which is about 2 minutes game time. On average, I would say you want somewhere between 2 to 5 stacks every wave. 2 to 5 stacks every wave should be good enough to finish by 4 minutes game time. So show you guys one more time here. Lower backline minions. Oops. And then kind of okay. That was not that was not a very good show because I was under turret and everything. But you get the idea. You lower the backline minions and then use Chain Lightning to make sure you get 2 to 5 every single wave. Obviously, there's going to be a hero there, so you're going to have to kind of maneuver around the enemy hero while trying to lower as many as possible. Worst comes to worst, you just keep Chain Lightning whichever minion dies, and at the very minimum, you can get 1 to 2 a wave. So no matter what, you want to finish it around 4 minutes game time there. Level 4, the talent that I like the most is Mana Tide. Going back to level 1, last thing I want to say is Thrall is a completely different hero before and after you finish this. So before you finish Echo of the Elements, you're like one of the weakest laners in the game, I think. Just really weak overall, bad solo laner, bad everything. But after you finish it, I think you're one of the strongest solo laners in the game. And just in general, your hero, the relative power level almost doubles. So just stressing once again how important it is to finish this talent. So level 4, just go to 20 here. Level 4, the talent I like the most is Mana Tide. I know a lot of people, they run Frostwolf pack when I've seen it, and this talent is also good, but personally I like Mana Tide better. Mana Tide, when you get it, you have infinite mana. When I get this talent, between taps, globes, and Mana Tide, I never go back to base anymore. I have infinite mana, and because I have infinite mana, the way Thrall's passive works, I have infinite life as well. So you just basically have infinite sustain after level 4, and never having to go back to base ever again after level 4 is actually something that's pretty relevant, because backing and then running back to lane or running back to wherever you need to be is very time consuming and it's inefficient. So I think this talent makes your time on the map a lot more efficient. And on top of that, it synergizes really well with the level 1. You get, the Qs give you more procs of Mana Tide which gives you, cooldown reduction, and cooldown reduction gives you more Qs, and you just keep queuing and keeps giving you cooldown reduction. It's just a very synergistic build. If you go Frost Wolves, you're gonna get a lot more Ws because it halves the cooldown than this build. However, if you go this build, you still get a lot of Ws because of the cooldown reduction. Not as many as you would for as if you went Frostwolf, but you get way more Qs, you get way more E's, and you never have to base, and you have infinite mana. So I personally find that way more preferable. But both are good. Level 7, either go Ancestral Wrath or follow through. Personally, I will go Ancestral Wrath against most things, but especially if they have like a tanky hero on the enemy team. So a tanky hero would be like Stitches, it would be Muradin, Sonya, Dahaka, any of these really high HP pooled heroes, like I don't know, Cho'Gall, like any of those kind of just really tanky Diablo. Heroes, Ancestral Wrath is amazing against. And if they have like a team composition with none of that, you can just go follow through, also extremely good, also synergizes well with everything here. Follow through is very self-explanatory, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about Ancestral Wrath, which is my default build. And basically, Ancestral Wrath, it's actually really insane. It's basically like Blood for Blood, except it comes at level 7 instead of 16. And it's way better than Blood for Blood. So Ancestral Wrath heals, or it damages for 15%, and it heals you for 150% of the damage dealt. Which, one sec here. Excuse me. So that's a lot better than Blood for Blood because Blood for Blood only heals you for, I think, 15%. Or sorry, Blood for Blood heals you for 20% of the enemy hero's HP. But Ancestral Wrath heals you for around 23% of the enemy's HP. Sorry about that, throat's starting to die. And also, Ancestral Wrath, it damages for 15% of the enemy's HP instead of 10. And it comes a full 9 levels sooner than Blood for Blood. And Blood for Blood is a talent that people still pick on heroes that get it. So getting it at level 7 and a better one at that is just absolutely insane. Now, the point of contention about Ancestral Wrath is the fact that you have to get 8 stacks of Ancestral Wrath, which a lot of people think takes a long time to do, but with this build it takes almost no time at all. So by the time you're level 7, you 100% have your level 1 quest finished, so let's just do that. Oh wait, it finished my Ancestral Wrath too. So I just want to show you guys how I stack Ancestral Wrath. So you run the wolf through the minion wave. You use your E to clear the minion wave as fast as possible. And you're done. So you see I have 3 stacks already, and we have almost 4 stacks. So by the time 2 waves comes through, you basically will get a Ancestral Wrath every 2 waves approximately, a little bit more than that, but it's not very long at all. The cooldown is less than Blood for Blood if you are close to a wave and you can just run your wolf through the wave, which most of the time you are. So it's really, really good, and there's no downsides to this talent, and it's got a really good cast range, like just absolutely amazing. Level 10, I get Earthquake most of the time, but if you ever think Sunder is good, you can always take Sunder. It's always a good talent as well, but my default's going to be EQ. I find it to be more efficient, especially in Hero League. Level 13, there's 2 choices. Either you go Grace or you go Spirit Shield. You go Spell Shield against any burst damage, any burst magic damage, such as Li Ming, Kel'Thas, anything you think you're going to get one shot by, like Kerrigan combo, Valyria combo, any sort of magic related burst damage is really good against. This also synergizes with the rest of your kit because it has cooldown reduction based on how many Frostwolf Resilience charges you can get. So if you like Earthquake, Earthquake in the middle of a fight, and then you're spamming Qs, you're spamming Ws, Es, you're getting cooldown reduction. Your Spirit Shield can potentially be on some as low as like a 10-second cooldown. So really, really strong. Frostwolf, same, also very strong. Just activatable D. Every 15 seconds, you get a passive proc, and the passive proc, of course, synergizes with the rest of the build as well, because it charges your Ancestral Wrath and it gives you cooldown reduction, um, and it gives you mana back. A lot of people ask me why I don't go E build or E at 13. So E at 13, when you're at level 13, think about it. So you only get 3 hits, okay? So you get by taking this, instead of 3 Frostwolf charges, you get 6. So that's 3 extra Frostwolf charges. So that's worse than this because Frostwolf's Grace just gives you an entire resilience stack, which is 5 charges. So this is 5 charges at level 13. This is 3. Granted, the cooldown is a little bit lower. It's 3 seconds lower, but that's not big enough of a deal to really make any difference. Um, at 16, you get 5 more charges if you go the E build, but that's just the same as this because this is still 5 charges, and only at 16 do you get 5 charges with this one. So that's why this one is just never better than this one. So we will go with Spirit Shield, I guess, but either one could work at that tier. Level 16, there's 2 choices as well. Most of the time, I prefer going Tempest Fury to put more pressure on backline targets. Tempest Fury does a lot more damage to backline targets than Alpha Wolf does, especially once you hit level 20. If for whatever reason you really want to blow up one of their tanky tanks, like I was saying before, you can go Alpha Wolf here. And if you go Alpha Wolf here, you can also go Frost Wolf's pack there, but you don't have to. So most of the time, I go Tempest Fury. And 20 is going to be Windrush. Windrush is just an insanely strong. It's just it's amazing. It's a bolt and you get your Wind Fury, which is both mobility and a ton of damage at once. So just a 2-in-1 ability. That's one of the strongest 20s in the game, in my opinion. So that is the talent build here. This is one of my most default talent builds for Thrall. I'll show you a level 20 combo. I think this hero is one of the strongest combos in the game at 20 as well, just because of this build. Let's see, complete quest real fast here. How come that time it didn't finish my Ancestral Wrath? I need my Wrath charged to show you guys the combo, so I'm just gonna charge it up real fast here. I guess we can toggle cooldowns for this. Alright, so it's charged up now. So basically at level 20, you can do something like this. So normally I would do something like bolt onto the target, do like double Qs. The bolt gives you a Wind Fury, so you have to use up the bolt Wind Fury first. So bolt, double Q, Ancestral, Feral Spirit. And then after this Wind Fury is used up, you use the other one. And you can drop Earthquake if you want or not. So it would look something like this. You bolt, drop Earthquake, drop the wolf. Oops. Actually pressed my E on accident. Let me toggle cooldowns one more time. So you bolt. I'll just do it slower. Q, Q, W, use your blood for blood, and you can Earthquake, you don't have to. It depends on whether you think it's necessary or not. And then you use E after your thing is done as well. And that's like an absurd amount of damage. So I'll just do it without the Earthquake just to show you guys what the damage is when this resets. Alright, so you see we just did 5,400 damage and it took like 2.5 seconds most. So that's what I mean when I say you do an absurd amount of damage to backline heroes or just anyone. You can even blow up a tank with that combo, honestly, and you don't even have Giant Killer. This is your form of blow up on tanks. So I think this thing has a lot of HP, so I'm not sure how Ancestral Wrath works with that. Maybe it's bugging out the numbers a bit, but either way, you can 100-0 a backline at level 20 easily if you hit everything. So that's about it for the Thrall guide. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. You can also follow me at Twitter at FanHOTS. And yeah, you can watch me stream at twitch.tv/sc2fantv. So make sure to check all those out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.